Yeah, old girl needs a tune-up.
We can do it once we reach the station.
I ain't letting no buckethead near my...
Wow, talk about cosmic gridlock.
I haven't seen this many ships around Xandar since the start of the Galactic War.
Open a channel, Groot. Let's see what's going on.
Have to leave. Power supplies are low. Need access to facilities.
These ships come from converted worlds.
They're refugees.
Need immediate docking permission. Please answer us.
Groot, that's enough.
I don't see any rescue shuttles coming out. They're ignoring them.
No. Nova Corps might be a bunch of self-righteous domeheads, but they're supposed to be helping folk. That's their whole flarkin' deal.
Relax, Rocket. We'll just call the station and ask to speak to the World Mind. Groot.
Welcome to Nova Corps headquarters.
Please state your preferred language of communication.
I am Groot. We should tell them about the promise.
Right, as if none of these other ships ain't already blasting about it all over the comms.
Connecting to banking services.
I believe that worked.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Explain yourselves.
Hey, World Mind. Long time no see. It's me. Peter Quill, Star-Lord.
And, it's Guardians of the Galaxy. Check the addendum.
We need your help.
To
Pay a fine.
No, of course not. You need to save the
The
galaxy.
Galaxy cannot be saved, Peter Quill.
What?
A mass delusion known as the Promise
is sweeping its systems, converting all who encounter.
counter it. In less than 3 cycles,
It has spread from the crew of a single
star
star,
frigate to multiple outposts.
worlds and systems.
Praxius 9, Rigel 3,
75.222
2% of the Andromeda Galaxy.
all lost.
Of course, she don't mention Contraxia.
They, actually. The World Mind is a collective consciousness.
Look, we know who's behind the promise. We've seen it happening up close and personal. We're here to pass on information to you so you can stop it.
How can we be more clear?
The Universal Church of Truth.
Cannot be stopped.
Told ya. They're a collective.
It is a machine.
Yeah, well, so are parts of me. And you better not call me Net.
Look, we just escaped the church's mothership. We have a ton of intel you can use to bring them down.
There is nothing you can tell us we do not already
Already know.
Pretty sure I know a few things that even a supercomputer can't know.
Such as...
Well, how to groom the feathers on a Shi'ar warbird, for starters.
How are you still alive?
Because I know how to groom the feathers.
Yeah, well, I know where you can buy hack Nova Corps helmets at ridiculously discounted prices. What? They obviously don't know about it, or they do something.
The point is, we've lived things, experienced things. We've survived the promise, and maybe our experience can be used to help you bring them down.
It is possible.
We have overlooked the value of individual
Experiential memories stored
within our files.
Good. So let's pool resources.
However, given the ill-defined
Parameters of such a query, undertaking
taking
a
a search protocol at this time is
advised.
Now, if you will excuse us,
The Universal Church of Truth's forces
draw closer to this region of space.
It is critical that we depart before they arrive.
You're running away?
What about the refugees? You're just gonna leave them defenseless?
Our primary directive is the
Preservation
preservation
of Xandarian culture. All else
is
is
secondary.
Ain't you seen what your planet looks like? Xandarian culture is a lost cause.
Culture is more than a location.
And yet after the Chitauri attack, you still build the new Xandar in the same system knowing it wasn't safe.
But you're Nova Corps' leader. You have a duty to protect this galaxy.
That is incorrect.
You ain't the leader of the Bucketheads?
We do not have a duty to protect this galaxy.
We merely police it to get
Advance knowledge of potential threats.
Serve and protect only yourselves.
A logical byproduct of our primary directive.
directive.
Officers all over the galaxy laying down their lives for you. And you won't even risk fighting? For their sake?
The risk is too great.
It would be a pointless sacrifice.
For unknown reasons. The
Church is stockpiling resources.
Its influence has grown beyond all probabilistic.
Models.
Then update your models.
We
We cannot adjust our computations to the
enemy's nonsensical power source.
You mean faith energy?
Faith as an energy source
Is illogical. We are unable to
compute scenarios to fight that which should
not
not
exist.
So you're just gonna let the church win?
If the power source cannot be quantified,
It cannot be countered.
Most sentient beings don't have the luxury of calculating their odds before getting into a fight.
that is why they fail.
Ha! Draft?
Scared. Yeah, you met a math problem that you don't understand and you're running away from it.
Fear is an emotional reaction.
Disputable.
We do not experience emotion, therefore
We cannot be afraid.
Why are you running then?
Our primary directive is the preservation
Yeah, bleep, bloop, bloop. Thought you were a Class G superintelligence, not an infinite loop.
is that you are displeased with our decisions.
Leave. However, your emotional state
State is not our primary concern.
We
We
did
did
not
not make this decision without considering
all available options. A complete
search
search
of our databanks only revealed
a single entity with the potential
to stop them.
What is it?
Not what, who,
Adam Warlock, the Church's original golden god.
Unfortunately, he perished.
In the last year of the Galactic War,
Great. So no one?
we
We are
are
pleased you reached the same conclusion.
we did.
It appears that our travel preparations
Are almost complete. Farewell, Guardians.
of the galaxy.
No, wait!
Classic Nova Corps. Ain't helped us then, you won't help us now. What? Are you kidding me? Groot says the Flarkin helpline's still asking for fine money.
Yeah. Let's get this over with. Confirm payment. Oh, come on, really?
I knew it! I knew you spent Lady Hellbender's money in nowhere.
You saw me?
You were there?
I was watching your back.
Great. All the way to Seknarf and back, and nothing to show for it.
I'm sorry, alright?
Peter, we've got movement.
They're taking off. Quill? Quill?
I see it!
Son of a schmack!
Accepting the promise.
We gotta jump, Quill.
I know!
Atrio's promise is becoming real.
Peter?
Gotta get clear first!
Come on.
And go!
Scott!
Whoa!
What the flark did you do?
I don't know.
Why have we stopped?
The Loser Legion must have hit something when they ambushed us.
Guys,
It's only a matter of time before the galaxy accepts the promise.
Sacrosanct is back there. We can't just sit here.
Guys!
And how are we gonna do that? We're dead in the fucking water!
And if they find
Promise
us, we're
must be
screwed.
freely accepted.
Oh, yeah, and without an engine, we're screwed
Guys,
anyway!
guys! Enough! Just stop already! I can't hear myself think! Rocket, fix the engines.
How am I supposed to do that? I can't even run a diagnostic.
I don't care! Just fix it!
Scoff.
And what are we supposed to do?
I don't know, okay? I can't just conjure up answers every 2 seconds.
Fine.
Don't. I just can't do this right now. I need some rest.
Look, it's our great leader.
Hey.
Here to yell at me some more?
What? No.
I really don't feel like small talk.
You forgot your toast. Gamora. Hey.
Is that Corell's Galactic War Commendation?
Yeah. I rescued it from her office. I was planning to give it back to her until...
No one could have predicted that Corell was dead. Or that Nikki would be the matriarch.
Or that she might be my kid.
That too.
She's gonna have questions and I don't even know where to begin. How did you and Mom hook up? Why weren't you around? Did you even want me? I've become my dad.
Do you want to practice on me, answering her questions?
Corell never told me about Nikki. She had a chance to tell me 3 years ago and she didn't.
What happened?
You have to promise not to judge me too harshly.
I can't promise that. I love judging people.
Fine. Corell maybe kinda caught me with a kidnapped 12-year-old girl.
Yeah, I can see why Corell wouldn't have mentioned Nikki.
It's not like that. I didn't kidnap the kid, Yondu did. I told him it was wrong, that we had to give her back, and he disagreed. So I stole the Milano and I was trying to return her when Corell just happened to intercept me.
Mm-hmm.
Look, after the Galactic War ended, Corell and I went our separate ways. I rejoined the Ravagers and she joined the Nova Corps. It's not like we had a future together. When she caught me with the kid, when I saw the disappointment in her face, I knew I had to turn over a new leaf. Even if it meant turning in Yondu.
You're the reason Yondu's in the kiln? No wonder there's a bounty on your Earth name. He must have been pissed.
Yep. But I'd do it all over again. What gets me is that Corell had plenty of chances to tell me about Nikki, and she didn't. If I had known, maybe...
The important thing is that you know now.
Yeah. I already told Nikki some of the story.
But not all of it.
What was I supposed to say? Hey kid, I hooked up with your mom. I might be your dad.
Maybe not that.
I mean, it was war. I was with the Ravagers hitting Shatari supply chains. You know, pirate stuff. None of us had any long-term plans beyond survival, especially not kids. Hell, I only met Corell because I heard Earth was in Shatari's crosshairs.
Mercury, yeah, I remember. Richard Ryder established an outpost on the planet's surface.
An undermanned, undergunned, and horribly outnumbered outpost that didn't stand a snowball's chance in hell when the Chitauri launched a sneak attack. Obviously, I had to do something.
Nikki would understand that, I think.
It was so close, Gamora. By the time I convinced Yondu to help, the outpost had fallen. We thought we were too late, so when Corell and her squad came out of those caves, she was just so badass. Her forces had been through the ringer, but she wasn't about to give up Mercury without a fight.
That definitely sounds like the Corell I remember.
I tried to convince Yondu to stay and help retake the outpost, but he saw no profit in dying, so I stayed instead. We spent hours strategizing together, often late into the night. It took 3 days to come up with a counterattack, and even then, it was risky. We thought we were gonna die.
But you didn't.
No, we didn't. And now I have to figure out how to tell my estranged kid her mother's dead. Anyway, until we get Nikki back, we've got bigger fish to fry. This stuff can wait.
True. But when you are ready to talk about it, just be honest with her. The rest will fall into place.
Yeah, you're probably right. Gamora? You all right in there? Look, we're all frustrated. We did what we could with the world mine, but they weren't even listening.
It doesn't matter. They had their minds made up.
They were being kind of scut. I mean, I did nothing wrong. I was just asking them to do their job.
How about doing your job?
My job? Have you seen the size of that church ship? What am I supposed to do?
Guess you and the world mine aren't so different.
What?
Maybe it's because I had a tyrant for a dad, but I'm used to people in charge not being afraid to get scut done.
The heck? Girl. Shoo, shoo. What the f... That's how you got in? Ugh, screw it. And the bed smells. Great.
We have a ship. This is our room. Why is it so small? Look at you. Me.
Oh!
Weird hair.
What? What is it? What is this? How are you... me?
Come on. The talking raccoon's waiting for you. Everybody is.
Rocket, yeah, he was... fixing that thing that broke.
Hey, if we're some kind of big space hero now, why are we running from the bad guys?
It's complicated.
No, it's not. Stop running. And we've landed.
Look who stumbled out of bed.
The rodent made decisions in your sleep.
Yeah, I know.
Took you long enough.
What? Nikki? You're not supposed to be here.
You promised you would get me out of here.
I know, but... Nikki! Guys, don't let it get to you!
Won't have to tell me twice! Bruce, faster! Nobody hurts my friend!
It's too fast, Peter!
We cannot outrun the beast, Peter Quill!
Keep going, Drax!
Honor my death!
Drax! Anybody?
We have to face our fears. Take responsibility.
Guys! I'm sorry! I don't know what to do!
Yes, you do. You do. We can't keep running away from our problems.
Leave me alone! Why are you chasing me?
What are you doing? Heroes don't run.
None of this makes any sense! It's my fault, isn't it? All of it!
You're supposed to be a hero.
No! This is all wrong! No! This is all wrong!
We have to face our fears. Take responsibility. What are you doing? Heroes don't run.
None of this makes any sense!
We can't keep running away from our problems.
Leave me alone! Why are you chasing me? Guys! I'm sorry! I don't know what to do!
Yes, you do. You do.
It's my fault, isn't it? All of it!
You're supposed to be a hero.
Guys! I'm sorry! I don't know what to do!
Yes, you do. You do.
No! This is all wrong!
We have to be.
Take that, you ugly monster thing!
Peter Quill! Peter Quill. Peter Quill, wake up.
Drax. We talked about this, man. You gotta stop.
Your illegitimate child was correct, Peter Quill. Hovat and Cameria will be restored.
Yeah, okay.
We just need to have faith.
Drax, you're kinda freaking me out, man.
I had to share the good news, Peter Quill. You have lost your family. Your mother, the Kree woman. You understand the pain that comes from loss.
Drax.
But with faith, with the Matriarch's promise, our families can be restored.
Drax, I don't...
You have accepted her promise, have you not, Peter Quill?
Totally accepted it. I am super stoked to see my mom again.
And rejoin your daughter.
Yes, right, my daughter.
I knew you would see the truth of her light, Peter Quill.
Yep, the truth and light, dead. Not dead, my daughter, it's all super great.
This pleases me. However, I am less certain of the others. The wooden one may come around, but I suspect the assassin and the rodent will resist. This makes them a dangerous element to our cause. I must eliminate them.
Wait!
Why?
Because they're our family, man. Just give them a chance. It's a lot to process.
You truly believe they will accept her promise?
I know it. Take Gamora. Her dad was Thanos. There's gonna be some stuff to work through before she can accept it. And Rocket. Where to start? He's literally a walking science experiment. What Nikki, the matriarch, is offering, it's all new territory for him.
And the wooden one?
You said it yourself. He'll come around. I mean, it's Groot, man. He's our rock.
Very well, Peter Quill.
Good, good. That's great. I'll let the others know.
There is no need. We must bring the matriarch here. That will give them the time they require to consider her promise.
Right, right, because she's a million light years away and it'll take us time to get there.
Already landed on her planet.
What? Why? Why would you do that?
Well, if you had truly accepted her promise, you would know. Perhaps it is better that you wait here for a while and contemplate your faith.
Hey! Drax! We can talk about this! Great.
Yo, Quill, you there? Please tell me you're not dead. Quill? Answer, will ya?
Oh, I'm here, Rocket!
Oh, thank Flark.
Peter? Rocket? Why is my door locked from the outside?
Yeah, Drax may have kind of joined the church.
Seriously?
I know, it's super messed up, Drax. Drax is kind of messed up. He also may have landed us on Sacrosanct to find the matriarch. But don't worry. I may have an idea.
Which is?
Cammy's been chewing through my wall. Maybe it's a way for me to get up. If I can just squeeze through and get to the cockpit.
You can release the locks.
Bingo! Okay, I'm out.
Inside of Drax?
Not yet.
You're welcome, by the way.
Yeah, we're real grateful that you fixed the ship in time for...
Done. Meet me in the rec room.
What are we flarking waiting for? We gotta ditch this mudball before Green and Crazy shows up with his new pal, the Kratakan matriarch.
Rocket, stop! We can't just abandon Drax.
Is he even still Drax? I mean, he's been converted.
I know. It's just we need to find him and pull him back from the dark side.
You're talking about kidnapping Drax the Destroyer.
Emphasis on destroyer.
And we've come too far, seen too much awful stuff to abandon one of our friends. Drax is still our friend.
That ain't our friend no more.
Don't make me pull rank on this, man.
Are you pointing your frickin' guns at me?
No, not yet. I just need you to understand how serious this is. We're not leaving.
Well, Flark, Quill. It's about Kratakan time you showed some Nords. Fine. I'm in.
Any other objections?
Nope, I'm good.
Good. Then let's go find our friend. Ready to go out there and get Drax back?
Ready? No, but the longer we wait, the further he'll drift away.
So, how about now? Ready now?
Peter, it's gonna take more than 50 ticks to think of a plan.
Okay, here we go.
Not this place.
You know where we are?
In a Flarkin lagoon? How many times I gotta tell you people, I don't like water!
Hey, I didn't land here, okay? Drax did.
Ah, this stuff is gross. Are you kidding me? Ah, wet fur is the worst.
Rocket! You alright?
That's it! I hate water! I hate being wet! And I hate not getting paid!
We're not here to get paid. We're here to save Drax.
You saw them on Nowhere?
So how do you know this place?
I came here after a job went bad.
What kind of job?
It involved my sister, and it's not relevant right now. If Drax thinks this is the Matriarch's planet, something's off.
Tell me we ain't crossing above an ocean.
Only part of an ocean. Don't fall, you won't get wet.
Yeah? Well, how do you know Drax didn't fall?
Quit worrying, Rocket. Anything happens, Gamora will jump in after you.
I will?
You will?
Yes, because we're a team. And Gamora's the most sprightly.
Think I'd rather drown.
We should sync on our plane.
Found Drax.
Where is she? Where is the matriarch?
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Put him down!
Drax! Buddy, just calm down!
No, she called me here to mend what I've lost.
Rocket, a little help here?
Hi, guys.
Mantis?
How did you...
What? Oh, that? Lysa once taught me the art of striking one spot and many times. There's an Omphad who teaches me later. Don't worry, Green Meanie's fine. Fine-ish.
What are we doing here, Mantis?
I told him to come, on Nowhere. I saw time inside his mind. The lies that bind. I mean, what's a girl to do? Whisper a course correct, obviously. Shh. It's okay. Stay with me. Quiet in the dark.
Another one of your girlfriends, Quill?
Oh, no. Not in this time. Come on. The creepy cave's this way.
The what now?
The creepy cave, where the darkest of our future paths will meet. Dark as in unknown, not as in bad. I mean, it might be bad, but no way can it be worse than the futures I did see, because those were definitely bad, very bad. You don't want to know how bad.
Can someone please translate her?
I am Groot.
The point is, or was, or... Which parts of the point have I made already?
The creepy cave.
Yes, that's right. Big, strong heart carries so much sorrow inside. In all futures, he's the one who turns. And in some, we save him. Here. And here we are, where the Kotati take fruit.
So, just to be clear, there's a timeline where me and you...
Peter, focus.
Right. What's a Kotati?
Plant people, like Groot, but, lame.
The Kotati are a highly evolved, highly sacred race of pacifist beings who grace us with their meditative powers. They also guard the secrets of the ancient cave.
Can they temporarily unguard it?
Oh no, they take this duty quite seriously. Our only hope of entering is to appeal to their infinite wisdom.
What are we looking for in here?
She doesn't know.
Something that's gonna help Drax.
We're all just taking the word of the space case.
She's not a space...
Spooky!
Seknar? And this is where Hellbender first got them?
Or maybe Hellbender's here, tracking us across the ends of the galaxy, because she wants us dead.
Lady H wants us dead. You realize what that means?
We're all gonna die?
I think I see what he's doing.
It means we're a team. When we piss someone off, we piss them off together.
I'm gonna assume that sounded better in your head.
Water, fog, and monsters. What's the forking deal with this place?
I don't remember hearing anything about that.
You weren't ready to listen last time you were here.
Why were you here again, Gamora?
Oh, I know the answer! It's the same across all timelines.
I told you, I was here to recuperate. I was in a bad place.
We had to keep an eye on her.
What the floor?
There's two of them!
Two of what?
Mantis, do these things have anything to do with what we're looking for?
Inconclusive, but I'm thinking no.
Maybe falling apart just like it too. What do you think, Quill? You best friends?
Need to face our fears. Some here, some not. But facing them is most important.
You know, running is sometimes good too.
For you, yes, Star Guy. But only until it isn't. You'll see that soon enough. No, wait, you should know that already. Don't you remember your dreams?
How do you know about that?
Dunno, I just do.
You, see something out there, Mantis?
So many things, too many things. Shadows of a civilization that lived here once before. Forlorn faces that can see, like me, horrors yet to come. And other shadows, too. Ours, not ours. A figure that's watching us now. Or was watching us then?
I see rocks and, crystal things. A statue that looks like a face, and more rocks.
I like yours better. I see something else. I see friends willing to die for another friend.
Yeah, well, I'm hoping it doesn't come to that.
Me too, Star Guy. Me too.
Bug Lady said the face is keeping us from helping Drax, so we gotta destroy it.
Little Fuzzy, don't do whatever it is you're about to do.
No, no, no. I'm done with all the riddles.
Don't not do whatever you're
Let's just hear Mantis out on this, okay?
Give me a tick to think,
What
okay?
if the whole place collapses?
And at least you wouldn't have to argue with him anymore.
Not helping.
Groot, can you tell him to stop?
Did she or did she not say this thing is in our way?
Yes,
But
but
nothing. I ain't just here to take orders.
Mantis, has he killed...
Rocket, go! Rocket!
Feels like this is a lot.
You want to know the plan?
Yep.
Make it run! Oh! Whew.
close one.
You can say that again.
Oh, I will.
Mantis.
Where is the matriarch?
This is the one where I fail.
We're trying to help you!
It's okay. The one where I fail is the one where you don't. Shh. Stay with me.
Hey, guys! Check it out! I'm totally not dead! What?
You almost killed all of us! No more blowing things up, Rocket! Ever!
You're gonna regret saying that.
Starlight! Are you Spartoy? Why didn't I know that? Maybe you aren't always... Or I forgot.
What? Those guns do something again, Quill?
He saved Drax after you almost killed us all!
How'd a gun do that?
Show him! Star Guide!
And that's how it's done.
Me exploding stuff is still better.
It's really not.
Next time we're in a huge fight, you're gonna beg me to blow stuff up. Beg me.
Next time we're in a huge fight, I'll make sure to remember that.
More of that weird fog.
Be glad you ain't this close to the ground.
Oh, Little Fuzzy never dies from gas in here. Forthright.
You okay, Mantis?
Oh, hey, Gamora, you look less depressed. Wait, we went over that already, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
That thing of yours is still bothering you though, right?
What thing?
I'm fine. Let's just focus on helping Drax.
He's gonna be upset he didn't get to fight all those things.
I don't think that any of those were real. Not...
How far down does this cave go?
Heads up. More than rock monsters.
Maybe we just got off on the wrong foot. They're rock people.
I don't think they're looking to make amends, Quill.
Oh, maybe I can help. I think I speak their language.
About it either.
Oh, is this the one where Little Fuzzy does something heroic? Hard to say.
I think it's pretty easy to say he won't.
You, most of all, should be willing to give someone another chance, Gamora. I don't remember this part.
Okay. Look, guys, I appreciate what you all did for me back there with the water thing. But following the bug lady any deeper is officially stupid.
Rocket.
No. Fog monsters? Cave pigs? Wet waterfalls?
Technically, all water.
No, Quill. She doesn't know where we are. She doesn't know where we're going. She doesn't know what we're looking for.
Mantis, are we hot or cold?
Room temperature.
Okay. This is crazy. She is probably crazy. It's not about her. It's about us. I am super proud of us. Because we've never gone this far for anything before.
Oh, this is the one where you inspire them.
Just think about who we were when we started.
Well, you were a two-bit broke pirate who couldn't even outrun a tree.
Exactly. And you were a two-bit bounty hunter. Just as broke as me, just as depraved, self-centered, mindlessly chasing every unit, bar, contract, bank to rob.
I still like many of those things.
So do I. But none of those things are why we're here now, right? You're down here kicking ass for Drax. Not Drax the Destroyer, not Drax the rampaging criminal. Drax, man. Our friend. And Gamora. You've gone to the ends of the galaxy to hunt people, to hurt people, to get revenge in what I can only assume are some excruciatingly painful ways. But doesn't this feel kind of good? Going this far to help someone you care about? Oh, it feels so good. And Groot.
He says you don't have to.
No, I do. Because we all need to learn something from you, man. You never complain. Or if you do, I don't catch it, but I'm pretty sure you probably definitely don't. You're always there for us. And that's what this is about. Us. Growing together as a team, following a crazy lady into a death cave because one of us needs help. Because we are a team. Hell, we're a family. We're the fucking Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yay!
Really great speech, Quill.
Why didn't anyone stop me?
You're on such a roll!
It really was one of your better speeches.
Rocket!
Peter!
Oh no! Little Fuzzy, please!
Okay, look, Rocket!
Shut up, Quill! I know what I gotta do, and I'm just gonna...
Really?
I'm gonna suck it up and do it!
Be careful, Little
You got
Fuzzy!
this, Rocket!
Little Fuzzy!
Please work, please work! Come on, Rocket, you can do this! You can, right, Magnus? Magnus!
No!
Grab.
Rocket. Check it out. Still not dead.
I can't believe you did that for us.
Hey, a friend needed help. Bunch of them.
Rocket, man.
Yeah. Can we please just save Drax already?
Warm? Very, very warm.
I think she wants us to jump in the hole.
I may not know what we're looking for, but I know it's down there.
Okay, let's finish this, because I sure as Flark didn't get all wet for nothing.
We need to hurry! I can feel the Matrix lies getting bolder in Green Meanie's mind!
Hear that, Quill? That pin's getting stronger!
Oh yes! This is the place! I was pretty sure we'd find it somewhere down here.
Now you know what we're looking for?
Something sad and sulking, licking lingering wounds.
If it's here.
She's totally gonna feed us to something awful down here. I know it.
Should we
Probably. You guys aren't very good at the whole de-escalation thing.
Doesn't matter what's down here. If it can bring us back our grumpy Catathian, I'm all in.
And the rest of you should be too. Come on, guys. We're the freaking Guardians of the Galaxy.
Is that supposed to be me?
I've heard you make that speech so many times, and then Gamora says something like,
We're going to need Drax?
uh-huh, and then Little Fuzzy says, we're here. Home of the healing light, source of the cure, origin of Raker's power.
It's a cocoon?
Told you she was gonna feed us to some giant bug. Or maybe she's the bug, and that's some kind of external digestion sac or something.
You realize this is weird, right?
Oh, it gets weirder.
What the... Oh, gross! Please tell me Drax is the only one who's got to go in that creepy egg sack.
So the shepherds found fresh flock. Foolish followers.
Think fast, beard butt! How the...
You know not the gravity of your treacherous trespass. You cannot quell a god. Prepare for oblivion, interloper.
Oh, it's this one. Okay, Green Meanie, you're up.
Found you.
What wayward wickedness is this?
Nasty uglies from that busted noggin of yours. It's okay, guys, it's him! Aaron Witchcraft! No, wait, Aiden Warsock! Ashley Warsaw?
Adam Warlock?
That's it! The Golden God guy!
Hold on. This guy's Raker's old divine... whatever?
Looks pretty good for a dead guy.
Were you not sent by the sanctimonious shepherd?
Us? With Raker? Not a chance. We're trying to shut his ass down.
See? Friends. Okay, big guy, and we go. Come on! All the ones where we die already happened.
Raker's got half the galaxy going cuckoo bananas. Our friend included.
I swapped your ass for a newer, younger blue-skinned model.
So, can you help us? Mantis seems to think you can cure Drax.
My heavenly healing is veiled malignance. A first folly I swore never to repeat.
Can someone translate this guy?
He said no.
What protection I can proffer is to remain reclusive.
Not this time, Goldie. The pieces need to go back together. We just gotta get you all closer to the puzzle.
And that would be...
In here, of course.
Oh, wait, let's talk about...